Good morning, caregivers. It's Carol Howell with What's Going On with Mama, brought to you by Let's Talk Dementia. Glad you've chosen to join me today. I normally tell you what the temperature is, but I failed to write it down. But I can tell you it's warmer where I am than where you are, I'll bet you, because we are in Southwest Florida. And you're in my kitchen here at our home in Southwest Florida. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I want to thank our sponsors, Vitamin Depot. Vitamin Depot on Celanese Road. The other day I told you about one of their products that they have a protein powder. This is whey protein powder, and it is Vitamin Depot is the exclusive distributor of this powder. It's very clean, really high protein, and it tastes good. Check out Vitamin Depot on Celanese Road. Life in the Carolinas at lifeinthecarolinas.com. Today is Valentine's Day. It's the day of love, and you can go to that show and on their website find all kinds of things about planning your wedding. I'm glad I don't have no wedding to plan or pay for. Do I hear an amen about that? And then also, Passmore's Grocery and Grill. Go have your Valentine breakfast there. Maybe they'll do some grits with a heart-shaped cheese. I don't know if they do that or not, but they have really good food. Well, speaking of good food, today is Tasty Thursday, and we are going to fix what I think is a wonderful dish. Now, I told you yesterday when I left you that today I would be making taco salad. I forgot all about telling you that, and I went ahead and planned to make enchiladas. So we'll do taco salad next week. I have the ingredients purchased for it. It's really good, and it's different than what you're used to. But today, we're going to make enchiladas. This is the simplest dish, and I always like to do things that are easy so that you as a caregiver can get a meal together in just seconds flat. Well, maybe not seconds, but in a few minutes. And most of my ingredients come from Aldi. I'm a big Aldi shopper. I like saving money, and I bet you do too. You have to pay that whole quarter to rent the buggy, but you get your quarter back when you return the buggy. It's a pretty good deal. So we're going to start first with what I use is beefless crumbles. Now, I told you I don't eat meat. I do splurge and have a little bit of bacon every now and then, but I've been trying not to do that. But good gracious, is bacon good stuff. These are beefless crumbles, actually sold at Aldi. You can buy similar things at every grocery store around if you look. But I like getting them at Aldi because, well, they're cheaper. So, and the other thing I like about these is they're already cooked. I really don't have to do what I'm getting ready to do with them, but I like to flavor these. Well, I opened this last night. Now it's not opening all the way. Hold on, let me see. There we go. Now, I made a recipe of this already, so part of my package is missing, but normally you would use the whole package. I'm making half a recipe to show you. The other half's already in the oven. So we're just going to put these right in the frying pan, right? So now I don't have to cook them. They are already cooked. But what I'm going to do is put just a little bit of water on those. And the reason I'm putting a little bit of water on those, there you go, is because we're going to add taco seasoning mix. Again, an Aldi product. I've got, ooh, my nose is itching. I've got one of those I've already opened, so let's just sprinkle that taco seasoning mix. Again, you would use a whole container. What you're seeing here is only a half, but you pretend everything I do is a whole bag or a whole can or whatever. Just going to stir that up, and that's why we added a little bit of water. If not, that seasoning, it just doesn't want to adhere to your meat well. You can, of course, use hamburger if that's what makes you happy. Doesn't make me real happy, doesn't settle on my belly. And my husband and I both have really come to enjoy these veggie crumbles. Not eating meat. You don't want to know this, but studies have been done that show not eating meat, doing a vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian diet, does reduce your chances of Alzheimer's. Who knew? It's kind of crazy. Why is that? Because what's good for the heart's good for the brain. Remember that. So we're just going to let that sit there a little bit and heat through good, and all those flavors come together. You want to be sure and take your pan and line it with the parchment paper. Like I told you the other day, you can take a clip and clip it down so it'll stay in place, so that when you get ready to use it, it doesn't pop up. And I think I don't have another clip. Oh, yes, I do. It's kind of interesting having two homes. I took half of what I have in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and brought here. So I have half a kitchen there and a half a kitchen here. And some days it makes cooking interesting. But taking my nice big Pampered Chef mixing bowl, I have used this thing so many times. I've got 3 of them. So we're going to start with 1 can of black beans that I've already rinsed and drained. Aldi black beans. 1 can of green chilies. Now, I got to tell the people at Aldi, I didn't find these in your grocery store the other day. You need to sell green chilies. These are already chopped up nice and fine. And then you're going to take 1 can of cream of whatever soup. Now, I use cream of mushroom soup. If you don't like mushrooms, you can use cream of chicken or cream of celery. I don't care. I like cream of mushroom. My husband doesn't like mushrooms, but he never knows when I use cream of mushroom. Except right now, he's standing holding this camera. So he knows I fixed cream of mushroom soup. It's still going to be good. We're going to stir that together. So my cameraman is my Valentine. Y'all know that. How long have we been married, Michael? 34 years. That's a long time to put up with me. Putting up with him's been easy. Putting up with me makes him a saint. I'm going to stir that together real good. All right. And then we're going to, y'all hear this? We're going to stir this. Oh yes, this is ready. Now see how why I like this instead of using hamburger? Because that would have taken much longer. It makes putting this dish together very easy. You take it right out of the freezer. Let's call that done. So we've added the black beans, the green chilies, and the cream of mushroom soup. And we're just going to stir this right in here. There we go. That is good. I use those crumbles in anything that normally calls for hamburger. So easy. And there you go. Stir it up. Can you see what this looks like? This is the filling for your enchiladas. Is that showing out, Michael? Yeah, you can see it. Very good. Got it stirred up good. So now we've got our pan. We've got our filling. You can't tell it, but right here I do have a clear cutting board, so I'm not putting food directly on my counter. That's never a good idea. I found this clear cutting board. It's kind of neat. So normally you're going to make 10 to 12 enchiladas. This makes a lot of food, but I think I'm probably going to wind up with about 6 because I've already made part of it last night, so I can show you too, in the oven. You know, the miracle of television. They put food in and voila, out comes the completed product. If only that happened at home. So now we're going to take you can use corn tortillas, flour tortillas. We like the flour tortillas the best. And you're just going to spoon it on here. It's telling you folks, this is easy. Fold it over, turn it upside down in your dish, and you're just going to keep going till you've used up all of either your shells or your filling, whatever, and make those wonderful tortillas. This is kind of interesting for us. I think I told you that on Wednesdays we go to a Guanamia in Bonita Springs, Florida, anytime we're in Florida. So yesterday we had Mexican, but it's not going to keep us from having Mexican again tonight. You can count on that. I told Michael, I said, do you mind if we have Mexican 2 nights in a row? And he said, absolutely not. Had my fish tacos last night, or yesterday. Ooh, gosh, they were good. I've never made fish tacos. Maybe we should do that one day. Because I do eat fish and I do eat shrimp. And haven't had any shrimp. I told you guys I need some. So there we go. We've about got them filled up. I think I can squeeze one more in that pan, and why not? I've still got some tortilla, and I've got a little bit of meat and bean filling left. I'm going to have a little bit left over. That might just have to wind up my belly pretty soon. Now, what we're going to do next is pour on top of that enchilada sauce. Aldi sells the red enchilada sauce, and you're just going to give it a little pour on top. There we go. Ooh, doesn't that look good? Todd, this is hard, isn't it? Are y'all tired yet? It's just the easiest thing. I hear myself saying y'all all the time, and here I am in Southwest Florida in Bonita Springs, Estero area. They don't say y'all. Y'all know that. I don't know why. They should try that word. It's a good one. All right, so we've got the tortillas filled. We've rolled them, laid them in the pan, covered them with the enchilada sauce. And of course, I have Mexican taco style cheese. You can use regular cheddar cheese. I don't care, but some good cheese that you like. Probably I would not put goat cheese or feta cheese. That's a very dry cheese. It probably would not come out quite as good. And then put how much ever cheese makes you happy. See, the recipe calls for, just calls for cheddar cheese. So again, I guess they're thinking, put how much ever makes you happy. I just sprinkle some on there. I need a little bit more right here. And there you go. See it? Ready to go in the oven. It's going to go in the oven at 350 degrees for 25 minutes. Here we go. Now, let me get my mitt out. Is that not the cutest little thing? It's a half-size one. I don't have an UV glove here in Florida, but I do love my UV glove in Rock Hill. And by the magic of this video, we have completed enchiladas. Now let's get a little plate. Let me show you what one of these will look like when we take it out. If I can get it out here and not cut the one behind it, it's probably not going to happen. But tonight, we will be having these, and my daughter's supposed to stop by and get part of them because Michael and I do not need 12 enchiladas. Do we, Michael? I'm thinking we don't. So we're going to get one of these out, and I'm just praying it comes out and looks pretty for you. There you go. One beautiful enchilada. And that's good stuff. That's all there is to fixing really good enchiladas. If your loved one that you're caregiving for has dementia, this might be messy to eat with their fingers, but it can be eaten with fingers. And we don't care how dirty folks get as long as we're getting food in them. Many of our folks can still use utensils till very far into the process. My mom still can, and she doesn't mind at all if I feed her a little bit. So there's the enchilada. Now, I'm going to need a side dish, and this is something that Michael and I eat quite a lot. Michael, I fixed my timer and forgot to turn it on. Let me see what time it is. Oh, time is running out. Michael bought me a really cute timer that works well when you turn it on. So what we've got here, one of my spoons, that's upside down. You know why it's upside down. They make cranberry sauce that you have to open the bottom of the can. Somebody explain that to me. I don't know why. And I've already taken a knife and chopped it up. So in here, let me show you, we've just got cranberry sauce straight out of the can that I have chopped up sort of in little pieces. And this is from Aldi. They're mandarin oranges that I've drained. Again, this is the easiest thing on the planet. And now we're through. We have mandarin cranberry orange salad. I may call it orange mandarin salad. I don't know, what do you want to call it? I call it really good. When I take this to the group home where my mama lives, this stuff disappears like lightning. They all love it. So here, a wonderful dinner. Let me move that. And I have made all of it in 15 minutes. My timer will go off in about 20 minutes, and that batch I put in there will be done, and we're going to have wonderful dinner. Well, I hope that gives you some ideas for something that you can fix for your, maybe your Valentine's meal. Michael's trying to tell me something. Nope, okay. Check out our Amazon best-selling book, Let's Talk Dementia, full of good tips to help you in your caregiving journey, and also our podcast. It's on iTunes. It's on our website, letstalkdementia.org. You can be one of the people in over 67 countries that watch it. We have presently folks in several countries watching this video every morning. Isn't that neat? I'm so excited about that. Well, I want to thank Vitamin Depot on Celanese Road for all the wonderful products they sell. Go in there and talk to David for what you need. Passmore's Grocery and Grill, because they just have good food. Go there and check them out on Saluda Street in Rock Hill. And Life in the Carolinas, the award-winning television show, lifeinthecarolinas.com. Well, I want to remind you of our verse for this week, and today is the last day for this verse. And as I told you, this is my paraphrase version of it. But whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is pure, whatever is just, whatever is lovely, whatever is of good report, whatever is virtuous, and whatever is praiseworthy, think upon these things, and the Spirit of truth will dwell with you. Well, if you are like me, we've got enough things in our world to bring us down. We need that Spirit of truth and that Spirit of peace, the Spirit of peace, to dwell on us. Thinking on those things today. Happy Valentine's Day. Have a great day. Blessings and smiles.